Is that Miss Taylor?
Yes.
I have that person as well, I believe.
Okay.
Mm, yeah, it's for a surety.
Okay.
Do you want to hear? It's
Yeah.
3,000 on a battery,
Oh,
2,000 on a stalking, 5,000 total. No further contact with Demetrius Davis. Stay away from 517 Main Street Northeast.
no problem. Okay, we'll take it.
Good morning, Ms. Battle. Do you have time for one more? This is Attorney Nisha Johnson.
Sure.
Mr. Terry Davis.
Terry Davis is actually a Superior Court. It should be going on the Superior Court. Should have gone on there today. If it did not, then it'll go on their next calendar.
What? They told me today here.
Well, we got a notice at about 12 something, about 12 or 12:30 that um asking for some to figure out what was going on with his case along with a couple of others. And so with his case, it's Terry Davis, right?
Yeah,
You know,
I mean,
we need to change everything. Not that I want to
Not
recreate
the
the.
charges that he's here for cannot be heard by a magistrate. They may be a misdemeanor, they have to go to Superior Court. And so he didn't make it today, he
Oh, I
will
see.
make it tomorrow, but it's up to the SG's office to let Superior Court know what those charges are, and they need to put them on the calendar.
Right.
we were
Yeah,
in Superior Court
on this case,
yesterday.
he wasn't on our poll sheet today, so
Okay.
we didn't know until y'all reached out either a little bit before noon that this was here. So
They might be a part of
um,
that.
that's just an update on that.
Okay.
Just okay, thank you.
Can, Mr. Hunter, can we do 10% program?
That's up to the judge. I don't have any problem with it.
I got you. Okay, all right, I'll just ask the judge. Thank you. I'll go back on mute till the judge comes out.
All right, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for your patience this afternoon.
Okay.
Is courtroom 2 on the line?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Miss Bridgewater, are you present?
Says my video is disabled by the host.
Okay, please, if we're not, if
I'm
please.
here, Your Honor. I'm
All
here.
right, wonderful. Thank you, Ms. Bridgewater. Good afternoon, everybody. Let's go ahead, get started. Thank you for your patience. This is the state expedited accusations calendar in the state court of Fulton County, Georgia. I am Judge Melanie Williams, and today is Wednesday, December the 10th of 2025. At this calendar today, we will address matters for those individuals who have been recently arrested, but the cases have already been formally accused and bound over to state court. All defendants, you have an absolute right to remain silent. Anything you say regarding the facts of your case can and will be used against you. You also have the right to an attorney today. As you can see, I am conducting this hearing by video. I am not there in person with you. That means it's being broadcast over the internet as a live stream, and it's also being recorded. That means any member of the public can log on and watch this particular proceeding. When I ask if you understand your rights, that is what I am referring to. Have all defensive attorneys had the opportunity to interview their clients?
I have not judged, but Renee Rockwell for position number 1, Mr. Abdel Zamed.
Do you need to speak with him, Ms.
I
Rockwell, or are
do
you
not.
prepared? Okay, you're
We're
prepared to
prepared.
move forward.
Yes,
Okay,
Judge.
thank you, Ms. Rockwell.
Your
All
Honor,
right,
can I give you the reset date, which is December the 23rd?
thank you. Those who receive a signature bond will be reset. Further notice, those who receive surety or cash are going to the state purpose calendar on December 23rd, whereby aspects of the case can be revisited. We do have a large calendar today. Are there announcements at the jail for who does not need to be brought or who will be a medical reset?
Your Honor, before that, I have a client that I have to speak with through the interpreter, so that's the only person that I have not spoken with as yet. So just wanted to let you aware of that. That's position number 7.
Okay, is our interpreter on the line? Is she coming, Miss Young?
Yes, Your Honor, she's coming. Miss Lucia is coming.
Okay,
Now, what I don't have, Your Honor, is a conflict attorney.
that's okay. We'll make it do what it do without that. But the interpreter, when she arrives, can we go ahead and put her into a breakout? Is the party who needs to be, is more than one person, I'm assuming, that needs interpretation today? Are they going to be taking the courtroom 1?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. Okay, are there other announcements at the jail? Okay, if not, can we do position 1 first, Ms. Rockwell's case?
Sure. All right, we're going. This is number 1, Mr. Abdel Samed.
All right, good afternoon. Your case is 25 CR 007910F. You are charged in this case with simple battery, family violence. You understand your rights?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you. Ms. Stallworth, can I have the history, please?
There's no history, Your Honor, and he was recommended for UJR jail. Nothing further.
Okay, thank you. All right, Ms. Evans Battle?
Yes, Your Honor, our bond recommendation is $3,000 signature bond through the jail. No further violent contact with his wife, who is Jennifer Abdel Samad. This particular incident happened January the 20th of 2025 at 3790 Iswayuka Terrace Northeast, in which she indicated, the victim indicated that her husband had hit her. She was not sure whether or not he was having mental health issues or what was going on with him. He was damaging things in the home as well as a wall, and his aggressive behavior was progressing. I believe he had asked for a gun. She had hid the gun. And at some point in time, she was allowed to leave the property with her children. again, that's our bond recommendation is the 3,000 signature bond through the jail.
Okay, now that's a bail restricted offense, so it won't be able to go to the jail, Ms. Rockwell. But before we
That's
do that,
fine.
can we sound for Ms. Jennifer Abdul Samad? Does she wish to make a statement? I see you present on the screen. Statements are not required, but if you wish to, what I'm most concerned with is any desire for contact or any concerns you have for your safety. Please raise your right hand before you speak if you wish to do so. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you give today be the truth to the best of your knowledge?
Yes.
All right, and again, I'm most concerned with any concerns you have for your safety and desire for contact. Whether you disagree with Ms. Evans Battle's characterization of the facts, that's not what's of critical importance today, as this is just a bond hearing. What would you like to tell me?
I have no concerns with safety with Noor. I have no concerns with him returning to the home, and would like him to be released and be able to come back home.
Okay. Ms. Rockwell, do you object to a signature bond at level 1 through pretrial services?
Judge, could I not have a pretrial bond if the court, please, we would like to have just a surety bond. Very briefly, Judge, and I know the calendar is long, but, for the record, Judge, he is 42 years of age. They have been together 17 years. He was born in Connecticut, went to high school there, went to college at Emory, went to law school at Emory. They are married 17 years. They have 3 children, 5, 9, and 11. This is an incident date of January 20th, 2025, Your Honor. Neither party was aware that there was a warrant pending. He was acting confused, and in order for them to place him in any kind of custody to help him, Your Honor, medical custody, that the police department actually asked the victim, who, by the way, is the one who is hired, Judge. I represent him, but she's the one who's hired me to go make a police report because nothing could happen. I mean, he never had a possession of a gun. Nothing was able to happen, Judge, until that police report was made. Nobody knew that a warrant resulted since that
Ms.
date.
Rockwell, I don't mean to cut you off, but I think I've
Right.
got the flavor of this.
Right.
And I know you don't want a pretrial bond. How about a $50 cash bond? Any
Could you?
objection to that?
That I would rather, Judge, if you would do a $1,000 surety bond.
Okay, you prefer that to the $50
yes,
in cash? Okay,
yes,
that's what
Judge.
we'll do. All right, defendant is gonna receive $1,000 surety bond. He's to have no further violent contact with the alleged victim. He's to have no alcohol, no drugs, no weapons while out on bond, and he will be reset to state all purpose on the 23rd. However, should he make bond, there's no need for him to appear at that calendar. All right? Ms.
Thank you, Judge.
Rockwell, Ms. Evans Battle, is there anything additional?
No, Judge, I'm
I just
filing
want to
everything.
make sure on the weapons case that is it the judge's instruction that they be removed from the home. I know that he can't have them, but in
That
consideration.
happened a long time ago. There's no weapons in the
If
home.
there are any weapons in the home, we'll have him surrender those, Ms. Rockwell, okay? But if there's
Okay.
none, then there will be no concerns, okay?
And Judge, I'll file an entry today. Thank y'all so much for taking me
Thank you,
first
Ms.
to have this
Rockwell.
case.
It's always a pleasure. Take care and have a
Thank you,
wonderful
Judge.
afternoon.
Y'all have a
Okay.
good holiday.
Okay,
Thank you.
take care. Bye-bye. Can we, Attorney Richardson, who do you represent?
Ian Davis, Judge. IAN Davis.
That name doesn't appear on the calendar. Ms. Bridgewater or Ms. Young, do you see that party? Was there an NOD for that person perhaps?
Your Honor,
He's gonna be on the second calendar. Hold on one second. You know, IT went down. And we're
Okay.
gonna get another calendar, but
They were
they're just
before
not
Judge
able to
DeFleur
send
about an hour ago. Somehow they broke the case up.
It's okay. We're gonna have to hold, Mr. Richardson. Thank you. Okay.
can I just
Yes,
state?
Ms. Evans Johnson, go ahead.
Yes, that case is should have been with the other case for the Superior Court. And I think we've sent an email indicating that that needed to go on the Superior Court calendar. It's part of the Superior Court case.
So it won't be on our add-on today.
It should not be on our add-on today.
Well, a
I'm
deputy
sorry,
called
Your
me and told me,
Honor, and I do apologize. I am looking, but you know, Odyssey is going up and down. I'm working off Wi-Fi. But I thought I saw his name on the second calendar. If you can just hold a moment.
All right, Attorney Richardson, why don't you hold for 1 second? Attorney Johnson, who is your client?
Good morning, good afternoon, Your Honor. My client is Mr. Terry Davis, and he's been in
Also does
custody
not-
since
Also does not
Sunday.
appear on this calendar. Miss Young or Miss, you said last name is Davis?
Yes. Last
Okay,
name
is that
Davis.
party on the second calendar, Miss Bridgewater or Miss Young?
No, Your Honor.
I
Go
believe
ahead,
that's
Mr.
the
Rocco.
homicide by vehicle in the second degree case, Judge.
Okay, last name is Davis is on this calendar?
No, it should be on the
Yes, that's the
felony
homicide by
calendar.
vehicle.
It should be on what, Mrs. Sirocco?
I believe it should be on the felony. We didn't.
Okay,
This
so it's
wasn't
not
on our
on this.
pull sheet today. So, you know, when they
felony.
reached out about it, we responded that, you know, it should be on the 11 a.m. felony calendar. As I'm not sure whether it was handled then or not, but I would assume it
Mr.
would have
Rocco,
been.
it was not handled because nobody notified Superior Court. It
Okay.
will be on the calendar tomorrow, as I've informed Attorney Johnson.
All right,
Okay,
Ms.
so a
Johnson, so in
Thank you.
magistrate
that
judge
case,
cannot hear this charge. It has to be heard by a Superior Court judge.
Okay. Thank you.
all right, Ms. Johnson, so did you hear that announcement? It's going to be on tomorrow's calendar. Okay,
Okay.
all right. Best of luck to you. Take care. Have a good afternoon. All right, Attorney Bumpus, who is your client?
Devontae Hunter.
I
Good morning,
already
Judge.
spoke on Devontae Hunter. This is Beverly Taylor. I already spoke to the state on Devontae Hunter.
So Mr. Hunter has two attorneys present for him?
It
As
looks like it,
far as
Judge.
I was told last night by his mother that I was still representing him, so I'm not aware of anything else.
Okay, well, I don't, is there an entry filed by either party? I can't
Beverly Taylor
decide.
is his lawyer. We hired Beverly Taylor for him.
I mean, Mr. Hunter is in the courtroom. He can speak to who he wants to represent him. I don't
This
know.
is less than ideal. Hold 1 second, everybody. I'm gonna let you all clarify that for 1 second. We're gonna be on a very brief hold.
I'll be too caught up.
Did you all want to clarify why the judge is on the hold?
I mean, yeah, that's fine.
I think Ms. Scott was talking. Ms. Scott, please unmute yourself.
Yeah, we hired Beverly Taylor for this bond release.
I don't even know who that is. My client's mother has contacted me, so I don't know I mean, if that's what he wants to do, that's fine, but I would like to hear from him.
Okay, we'll hold for the judge. Thank you.
Know exactly who he is, girl. You told us you wasn't giving us our.
Okay, we're not doing that by any means. That's inappropriate. Mr. Hunter, are you present in the courtroom?
yes.
All right, who do you wish to represent you today? There's an attorney Bumpus hired by your mother, and apparently there is a Miss Taylor hired by another party. It is up to you who you choose to represent you today. I cannot help you with that decision, and we cannot waste much time on that. Okay?
Attorney Bumpus.
Okay, so Attorney Bumpus is gonna, have you spoken with Attorney Bumpus? Attorney Taylor, apparently Mr. Hunter wishes to
No,
move.
Judge. No, Judge, I met with Mr. Hunter, and if he wants Ms. Bumpus, I don't have a problem with the judge.
Yeah,
Right,
and I don't have a problem working with Miss Taylor.
Okay. I don't have
Again, I just need to know who's gonna do this. He's indicated that it's Ms. Bumpus. Attorney Taylor, you're free to stay and watch. Have you already spoken with him, Ms. Bumpus?
I've spoken with him multiple times, yes, Judge.
All right, so let's proceed. Thank you. Good afternoon, Mr. Hunter. Your case is 25 CR 007908G. You're charged with battery and stalking with the offense date of May the 20th. Do you understand your rights today? Is that a yes, Mr. Hunter? You understand your rights?
Yes.
All right. Ms. Stallworth?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Hunter has 4 cycles. One of those cycles is out of the state of Illinois. He's currently on probation out of Henry County for ag assault and possession of firearm or knife during commission. That sentence date was June the 5th of 2023. He also has a 2017 first offender ag assault that was sealed in 2022. His recommended level is level 2. Nothing further.
All right, thank you. Ms. Evans Battle, please proceed.
Yes, Judge. The victim in this particular case is Mr. Demetrius Davis. He had made arrangements through a dating app to meet someone at his apartment location. He received a text from the unidentified person advising him that he had arrived in the lobby. When he went to the lobby, which is located at 517 Main Street Northeast, Mr. Hunter was there. He had previously not wanted communication with Mr. Hunter. Mr. Hunter began to attack him. He punched him in the face and in the mouth. There were surveillance cameras that were available for the officers to review. He attempted to take his cell phone, but was not successful. November, he was arrested after a traffic stop, and it's my understanding he went to DeKalb County first. We are asking that there be a bond set in the amount of $5,000. That would be 3,000 surety for the battery, 2,000 surety for the stalking. No further contact with Demetrius. Stay away from the 517 Main Street Northeast. No alcohol, drugs, or weapons. No firearms while out on bond.
Okay, thank you. Ms. Bumpus? Oh, let me sound for Mr. Davis first. Mr. Davis, if you're present and wish to make a brief statement, please turn your camera on, unmute, and raise your right hand. Okay, seeing none. Ms. Bumpus, please proceed.
Yes, good afternoon, Your Honor. Mr. Hunter has been a client of mine for some time. I did represent him on the case that he is currently on probation for, and I just want the court to know that he is very, very, very close to completing that probation, and we are actually working on getting that terminated early. He has complied with all conditions that court put in place, and he will be off of that soon. Also, the reason why he was even stopped, which was in DeKalb County, that case was also dismissed, which is one of the cycles that I believe that pretrial announced. So I do want to let the court know that that case is dismissed. So we just have the first offender case and the case that he's on probation for. The case that was in Illinois was also dismissed. I just say all that to say that to go to the IOTA factor of his likelihood of reoffending, I do think that Mr. Hunter is a good candidate for bond. He does take this case serious as he has retained me, and he, I guess, in some kind of way, Ms. Taylor, as well, just showing that he does take this case serious, that he will return to court, and that he will stay out of trouble. He has gainful employment. I've spoken with his employer multiple times, and he really needs to get back to work. Also, he has a small child. He is the sole provider for that child. He is a single father, and he desperately needs to get out to his child. He's been in custody for almost since 2 days before Thanksgiving, which is quite some time, and he has missed out on a lot of work and finances. With that being said, I do think that 5,000 is not, extremely unreasonable, but I would just ask the court if we could do 1,500 on each, 3,000, just because he has been in custody for quite some time for one, a charge that was dismissed, and two, because he has been doing really well. He's been working. This happened quite some time ago, and prior to this, he had been staying out of trouble, and just getting his life back on the right track. So I'm asking the court to consider that today.
All right, thank you. All right, defendant is going to receive the $5,000 bond. 3,000 on count 1, 2,000 on count 2. He's to have no contact with Mr. Davis and stay away from that location on Main Street. Additionally, he's to have no alcohol, no drugs, no weapons as a condition. And he's going to be reset to the state of purpose again on the 23rd should he not make that bond. If he does make bond, he will not need to appear. All right. Is there anything additional, Ms. Bumpus or Ms. Evans Battle?
No, thank you.
All right.
Your Honor.
All right. Best of luck to you. And Ms. Taylor and Ms. Bumpus, you both are free to go. I suggest that perhaps you all speak additionally to clarify some of the outstanding issues. All right.
Okay,
Take
thank
care
you, Judge.
and
Have a
have
great week.
yes too. Take care. Have a wonderful afternoon. All right. I saw Ms. Young's announcement. Ms. Young, do you want to tell you said the add-on Miss Ian Davis is not going to be on the calendar?
No, Your Honor, and Ms. Evans Battle or Mr. Siraka can explain the reason why.
Okay. So does anybody want to tell us very quickly?
Yes, Your Honor. When I reviewed the case this morning, we realized that this case was attached to a PI case that is already over there. The facts are from the same transaction or occurrence in the same time period. So this case would attach to that case, and it should have been attached to the case. We were made aware this morning that I guess there was that we needed to notify the clerk's office when this happened, and so I did.
So it'll be addressed at an 11 a.m. calendar tomorrow?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so anyone here for the case of Ian Davis, that case will be set for hearing tomorrow at 11 a.m. and you can be excused. All right, who do we have next at the jail?
Number 8, Mr. Cloud.
All right, Mr. Cloud, good afternoon. Your case is 25 CR 007920J. You're charged with hit and run and erratic lane change. You understand your rights?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Ms. Stallworth?
Yes, he has 32 cycles. His last date of arrest was March the 6th of 2025 for criminal trespass out of East Point. He has a 2024 conviction from Butts County for driving while license suspended or revoked, a 2019 conviction out of the city of Atlanta for theft by shoplifting, a 2019 conviction from Fulton for a PI first or second conviction, 2018 conviction out of the city of Atlanta for theft by shoplifting, an FTA from 2024 from Butts County, and 2 from 2016 from Duluth. There are 5 convictions outside of the 10-year period, and he is recommended for level 3. Nothing further.
All right, thank you. Ms. Evans Battle?
Yes, in this particular case, it appeared that on December the 3rd of 2025, Mr. Cloud hit Brian Lamont Williams' vehicle, and that he originally, he stopped there because of the collision. He got out of the car and said that he was going to some club, and he left the car there. They ended up having to chase him down or through the tag, and it was his mother's vehicle who had indicated she was looking for the car and was not wanting to report it because she knew her son had the vehicle. In this particular case, we are asking for a bond amount on the hit and run. We're asking for a $2,000 surety and $1,000 surety on the lane change charge, and no alcohol, drugs, or weapons while out on bond.
Okay. And who represents Mr. Cloud?
That would be me, Your Honor, Attorney Rainford.
Okay, please proceed, Attorney Rayford.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Cloud is 40 years old. He's been in Georgia all his life. He has just lost his job, so he's unemployed, Your Honor. I'm asking for a signature bond if applicable, and if not, the lowest possible amount. He did mention to me that he actually stayed at the scene for a little bit, but he left due to the fact that he was waiting for a long time. And then he also mentioned that He has MH issues currently that he's suffering from, and he needs his medication. So he really needs to get out and get home, Your Honor. So again, I'd be asking for a signature bond if applicable, not the possible amount.
All right, defendant's gonna receive a $1,500 surety bond, 1,000 on count one, 500 on count two. He's to not have any contact with the alleged victim, have no alcohol, drugs, or weapons, and he's not to drive unless he has a valid license. Is there anything additional from state or defense?
No, Your Honor.
All right, he'll be reset to all purpose on the 23rd. Best of luck to you, Mr. Cloud. Who do we have next?
Number 9, Mr. Dupay.
Okay, good afternoon, Mr. Dupay. Your case is 25 CR 007900A. You're charged with theft by receiving. Do you understand your rights?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you. Ms. Stallworth?
Yes, Your Honor. He has 63 cycles. There are 7 out of the state of North Carolina, 45 out of the state of Kentucky, and 3 out of Ohio. There is a 2025 conviction out of DeKalb for entering auto. He's currently on probation in Fulton for entering auto. There's also an open case out of Doraville for PI and marijuana less than an ounce. That arrest date was September the 2nd of this year. There's a 2019 conviction out of Ohio for disorderly conduct. There's also a 2015 conviction out of Kentucky for operation on suspended or revoked license and theft by unlawful taking. There are over 5 convictions outside of the 10-year period. There is a 2025 FTA out of Fulton, 2023 out of Chamblee, and 2016 out of Kentucky, and he was recommended for level 3. Nothing further.
Thank you. Ms. Evans-Battle?
Yes, in this particular case, he went to the location of 265 Ponce de Leon Avenue Northeast on December the 6th of 2025, which is the Camden Midtown, I believe it is, apartment complex. There was a theft of packages from the apartment. In fact, we expect that there will be additional charges stemming from the investigation. In this particular case, a package was taken. We're asking for a $2,000 surety that he have no contact with Trevor Collins. Stay away from the Camden Midtown complex at 265 Ponce de Leon Avenue Northeast. No alcohol, drugs, or weapons while out on bond. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. All right, Ms. Rayford, is this your case?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, please proceed.
My client is 55 years old, Your Honor. He's originally from Kentucky, where he was born and raised. He's currently unemployed. He has a college degree from Morehead State, where he graduated in 1991, Your Honor. He's been residentially challenged since 2022. So I'd be asking for a signature bond if applicable, and if not, the lowest possible amount, as well as a social worker visit, because he did mention he wanted to get more information for stable housing, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. Defendant's going to receive a $1,000 surety bond. He's to have absolutely no contact with the alleged victim, Trevor Collins. Stay away from the location on Ponce de Leon Avenue and have no alcohol, drugs, or weapons. He will be reset to state all purpose on December 23rd. Is there anything additional? All right. I see that the interpreter is on the line. Madam Interpreter, will you please turn on your camera, raise your right hand?
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
Good afternoon. Will you please state your name for the record?
Lucia Urtusastegui.
All right. Lucia, do you swear or affirm today that you will make an accurate translation from English to Spanish, Spanish to English, to the best of your skills, knowledge, and ability?
I do.
All right. Thank you. Is it possible to start the interviews? Is that party at courtroom 1 yet? No.
Yes. Hold on, Bill. Go. You can take a courtroom 1. Okay. You can go ahead and take a courtroom 1. Turner.
And can we and Ms. Rayford, that's your client, correct? So you're gonna go.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
For a second.
Understood. Thank you. And can we place Miss when they get to the breakout, can we place the interpreter and Miss Rayford? And can we take a case that belongs to Miss Kim?
Your Honor, just sorry to interrupt, Your Honor. I understand there's 2 cases that need my assistance today, or is it just 1?
Just one, Your Honor. The other one, I thought she was gonna need a translator, but apparently not.
Okay, got it. All right, thank you, Your Honor. I'm just waiting to be moved to another room then.
All right, they'll place you as soon as courtroom 1 comes on the line. Thank you. All right, who do we have next?
We go to,
Go ahead, courtroom 2.
go ahead.
Okay, we can start with position 27. No, I'm sorry, not 27. Position 25, Negron de Jesus.
Okay, and has ACDC heard their right?
Yes, they did, Your Honor.
All right, wonderful, thank you.
You're
All right.
welcome.
All right, and this is the young lady who originally may have needed interpretation, but does not need it today. Okay, because I saw her name on the list. All right, good afternoon, Ms. Negron. Your case is 25 CR 0078988Y. In this case, you're charged with 2 counts of battery and 2 counts of simple battery. Do you understand your rights today? All right, thank you. Ms. Stallworth?
She does not have any history and she was recommended for level 1. Nothing further.
All right, thank you. Mrs. Sirocco?
Thank you, Judge, and good afternoon, by the way.
Good afternoon. Good to see you.
Good to see you as well. This incident here, this is actually from May 29th of last year. Took place at the Embassy Suites Hotel. That's at 267 Marietta Street in Atlanta. There was an investigation with respect to an attack here. The officer made contact with the victim, Miss Javiera Catalina. She and the defendant were, I doubt they still are, co-workers at potentially at the Embassy Suites Hotel, but they're co-workers. There was video of the two fighting, the defendant striking the victim and ultimately kicking her in the face as well. She did have bleeding to her nose and mouth from the incident. The fight was ultimately broken up by their employees. The state's recommendation here is a signature bond through pretrial. We'd recommend 3 days anger awareness, no further contact with Javiera Catalina, stay away from the Embassy Suites at 267 Marietta Street, and no drugs, weapons, or alcohol while out on bond. And if we could sound for Miss Catalina at this time.
All right, is Javier Catalina present, wishes to make a statement? If so, please unmute, turn on your camera, and raise your right hand for us. Statements are not required. Okay, Ms. Kim, any objection to a signature bond at level 1 through pretrial and a 1-day anger awareness?
No objection, Your Honor.
All right. Defendant is going to receive a $4,000 signature bond through pretrial services at level 1, broken down $1,000 on each count. She's to have no contact with the alleged victim in this case and stay away from that location on Marietta Street. She's to have no alcohol, drugs, or weapons, and she's going to take the 1-day anger awareness course. Is there anything additional from the state of the defense as it pertains to this case?
No,
Nothing
thank you,
further
Judge.
from defense.
All right. Best of luck to you, ma'am. That concludes your case for today.
Thank you.
Who do we have next?
Position 23, Ms. Moreland.
All right, Ms. Moreland, good afternoon. Your case is 25 CR 0078987D. You are charged with battery family violence and simple battery family violence. Do you understand your rights? All right, thank you. Ms. Stallworth and Ms. Young, can we go ahead and place the breakout for courtroom 1 and Ms. Lucia? All right, Ms. Stallworth, please proceed.
Miss Moreland has no history and she was recommended for UJR jail. Nothing further.
All right, thank you, Mr. Sirocco.
Thank you, Judge. So this incident took place December 8th, 2025 at 765 McDaniel Street in Atlanta. Law enforcement responded in reference to a domestic dispute and made contact with the victim here, Miss Ariana Crawford. She explained that the defendant is her mother, and the two had gotten into an incident. She had actually called police to the location for an escort so she could get her items from the defendant's apartment. Officer observed visible injury to her nose, and the officers looked into this further and found that there was a report, an existing report, prior to making contact with the defendant here that detailed a physical altercation earlier between them, wherein the victim sustained multiple lacerations to her face and chest. They weren't able to make an arrest at that time with the defendant not being on scene. And we have spoken with the victim here, Ms. Crawford. She confirmed the events in the warrant. She explained that there are currently 7 people living in a 2-bedroom, and she tries to help her mom out with paying bills out of her paycheck, but there are spending issues with her mother, and she does not want to see the defendant in jail. That's her mom, she says, and her siblings need their mom in the home. She is asking for no further contact. It's my understanding Ms. Crawford's living with a friend now, so we will not be asking for a stay away. But the state's recommendation here is going to be a signature bond through pretrial services. We are recommending FFIB in consideration for possible diversion for this case. No further contact with Ariana Crawford per her wishes, and no drugs, weapons, or alcohol while out on bond.
Okay.
If we could
Ms.
send for
Crawford.
Ms. Crawford.
Yeah, I saw Ms. Crawford. Ms. Crawford, if you're on the line and wish to make a statement, this is your opportunity. We would need you to turn on your camera and raise your right hand so that I can swear you in.
Okay.
All right. Please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm that? Oh, we need you to hold the camera still, okay? Do you swear or affirm the testimony you give today be the truth to the best of your knowledge and is given to us under the penalty of perjury?
Yes.
All right. What I'm most concerned with is whether you wish to have contact with Ms. Moreland and whether you have concerns for your safety. There will be other proceedings where we can flesh out the facts of the case, so that's not what I'm most interested in. What would you like to tell me today in light of those instructions?
Uh, I don't want to see my mom in jail because I said I got other siblings that need her in the household. I don't mind helping my mom out with the bills and stuff. It's just she don't know how to talk to me. I'm 18, about to be 19 in a couple months. It's no good conversation with us. Like, I don't want to see her in there. I don't even want to see myself in
Okay.
jail.
Do you have concerns for your safety in dealing with your mother, and do you wish to have contact with her?
No contact.
Okay. And do you have any concerns for your safety?
No.
Okay. All right. And is there anything else you'd like to tell me very briefly, Ms.
No.
Crawford? Okay. I do appreciate you coming to court and making that statement, okay?
Thank
Mi-
you.
All right, Ms. Kim, do you object to the signature bond at pretrial with a 1-day anger awareness, no contact, but we wouldn't do the stay away?
Sounds good to me. We have no objection. For the record, she was defending herself. She was not the initial aggressor.
Okay. Defendant is going to receive a $3,500 signature bond through pretrial services, broken down $3,000 on count 1 and $500 on count 2. She's to have no contact with the alleged victim, and she's to have no alcohol, drugs, or weapons. She is going to take the 1-day anger awareness course. I'm not going to order that she take FFIP, but in light of the prosecutor's statement today, I am going to recommend that she consider getting engaged in that program. All right, is there anything additional from the state of defense?
Nothing further from defense, Your Honor.
Nothing from state. Thank you.
All right, best of luck to you, Ms. Moreland. That concludes your case for today. Who do we have next?
29, Mr. Smith.
All right, Mr. Smith, good afternoon. Your case is 25 CR 007921B. You are charged with criminal trespass and damage to property. Do you understand your rights? All right, thank you, Ms. Stallworth.
Mr. Smith has 5 cycles. He has a current warrant out of from MARTA for damaged property business from May 21st of this year. There's an open DeKalb case for theft by shoplifting and possession of marijuana less than an ounce. An open Fulton case, 25 SC 002838 for VGCSA and possession of firearm or knife during commission, as well as unsafe vehicle or equipment. There is an FTA from 2024 out of DeKalb and one from 2021 from Clayton County. His recommended level is level 2. Nothing further.
Thank you, Mrs. Sirocco.
Thank you, Your Honor. So I'll make this short and sweet. This was an incident. I believe that the warrant that pretrial mentioned is actually for this case, given that this case is dated May 20th, 2025, so a day before.
Okay.
But this was 3800 Main Street incident in College Park, which is the
MARTA
College
station.
Park MARTA bus loop. Yes, Judge. And the defendant here kicked the MARTA door, that glass door, causing damage to that, I believe in the amount of $250 roughly. The Given his 2021 and 2024 FTAs, the state and that open case ending in 2838 in Superior Court, state is recommending a $1,000 surety, a social worker visit for BHET, stay away from all MARTA premises and property, and no drugs, weapons, or alcohol while out on bond. That is going to be it for this.
Okay, do we know if he's already got Marta? Marta has restricted them himself. Him themselves. We don't know
I
that.
don't have that information, Judge, but I can't
Okay.
imagine they'd want him on their property if he's breaking their vehicles here.
Okay. All right. Ms. Kim.
Yes, Your Honor, my client, Mr. Smith, is 26 years old. I hope his mother is here to support him. He has a good mailing address. He does not have MHS issues per him. He graduated from high school 2018. After that, he went to trade school. He has employment right now. He works at Bojengo Restaurant, and he has two minor children who are one and newborn baby, 3 months old. We would like to request for a signature on bond. This happened more than 7 months ago. He does need to pay for his children's child support and financially responsible for those two minor children. So
All right.
that's what we would like to request for.
Thank you, Ms. Kim. Defendant's going to receive a $5 cash bond. He is to stay away from that location. The College Park MARTA station. If he has any MARTA restrictions, he is to comply with those. He's to have no alcohol, drugs, or weapons. And because he received a $5 cash bond, he's being reset to all purpose on the 23rd. Is there anything additional?
Nothing further from defense, Your Honor.
All right. Best of luck to you, Mr. Smith. That concludes your case for today. Who do we have next?
Number 28, Mr. Shevchenko.
Judge, were you all able to find paperwork on Mr. Ian Davis?
I believe there was an announcement on that. Was it Ian Davis? I've lost the messages. Miss Young.
Yes, Your Honor, I just sent Attorney Richardson, that's Mr. Davis, that charges a felony, and she'll be heard on felony first appearance tomorrow.
Okay, so that case will be heard tomorrow morning at 11.
Oh, we were just there a few minutes ago. Okay.
I understand. Not
Thank
here
you.
with us though, unfortunately. Okay. Take care. All right. Good afternoon, Mr. Savchenko. Your case is 25 CR 007918A. You are charged with criminal trespass and damage to property. Do you understand your rights today?
Yes, I do, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. Ms. Stallworth?
Please spell the last name. I'm sorry, I'm not hearing.
He's position 28, SHEVCHENKO.
Okay, gotcha. He has one prior arrest. Looks like he has an hold out of Roswell for trespassing and property to damage for December the 8th of this year. And his recommended level is UJR jail. Nothing further.
Okay, thank you. All right.
Yeah, this one's
Mr.
mine, Your
Sirocco?
Honor. Thank you. This is and I believe that warrant may be for this as well, given that this was dated December 8th. It was at the Publix at 1425 Market Boulevard in Roswell. This was it appeared to be a road rage incident where the defendant keyed slashed one of the tires of Mr. Lawson Shelton, and ultimately the rear tire was deflated, cut into, and there was security camera footage that confirmed the defendant. The state's recommendation here is a signature bond through pretrial, no further contact with Lawson Shelton, and no drugs, weapons, or alcohol while out on bond.
All right, is Lawson Shelton present? Wishes make a very brief statement.
I'm here.
All right, please raise your right hand if you wish to make a very brief statement. Again, I'm just kind of doing this as a courtesy. Please raise your right hand. I don't see you.
I don't have a camera. I'm sorry.
All right, well, you have to appear by camera if you wish to make a statement. Do you wish to have a second to do so?
I'm good. Yeah, we can just roll with it.
All right, I appreciate you coming to court. Ms. Kim, you object to a signature bond through the jail with a no contact with the alleged victim in this case and a stay away?
No objection, Your Honor.
All right. Defendant is going to receive a $3,000 signature bond through the jail. He's to stay away from that location, have absolutely no contact whatsoever with the alleged victim, have no alcohol, drugs, or weapons. Is there anything additional?
Nothing further from defense.
No, Your Honor.
All right. Best of luck to all parties concerned. The case is concluded for now. Who do we
Your
have
Honor,
next?
what was that bond amount? Sorry.
3,000 jail.
Thank you.
All right, next we got 26, Mr. Razor.
All right, Mr. Razor, good afternoon. Your case is 25 CR 007899E. You're charged with battery, obstruction, and riding a bicycle on the right side of roadway. Do you understand your rights? All right, Ms. Stallworth.
Yes, he has 8 prior arrests. There's an open case from the city of South Fulton for purchase, possession, manufacture, distribution, or sale of marijuana. An open case from College Park for possession of marijuana less than an ounce. And an open Fulton case for driving while license is suspended or revoked. That recommended level is level 2, nothing further.
Okay, thank you. Mrs. Sirocco?
Thank you, Your Honor. So this incident took place November 25th this year at 2460 MLK Junior Drive in Atlanta. There was a dispute that officers responded to at the location, which is the MLK Food Mart. Officer made contact with the victim, Mr. Tushar. He's the store manager there. He explained the defendant, who he was able to identify through previous complaints, and I'll get to one of those in a second, had attacked him. This was witnessed by a security guard there, Mr. Blackshear, Pedro Blackshear, who reported the defendant's been causing issues on the property for months. There were surveillance videos pulled of the defendant throwing trash on top of vehicles, and ultimately here striking the victim in the face with a closed fist. He suffered from that, bleeding from his mouth, some temporary vision loss, and some headaches as well. The ultimately that the officer had received the photos and surveillance footage, and there was the defendant was viewed riding an electric bike on the property. Officer was able to identify him and find him. He began to flee from the officer, riding down the road. He was told to stop multiple times, ignoring commands, and the officer had to tackle him to the ground. And even then, he refused to get inside the patrol vehicle. But ultimately, he was placed under arrest. There was a previous criminal trespass case from 2024. Now, I will say that case was ultimately null pros, but worthy of note, it's the same location as this incident. The defendant was asked to leave the MLK Food Mart multiple times by the owner and refused to leave. So I did want to list that as well. And I did see an aggravated assault from 2014 for which I don't see a disposition, but I wanted to list those two, given what seems to be a risk of reoffense here, returning to the property, causing further issues to the property and potentially to Mr. Tushar here. The state's recommendation is going to be a $3,000 total surety, $2,000 on the battery, $500 on each of the remaining 2 counts. Social worker visit for BHET, no further contact with Tushar. Stay away from the MLK Food Mart. That is, again, at 2460 Martin Luther King Jr. Drive in Atlanta. And no drugs, weapons, or alcohol while on bond.
All right, is Tushar present and wishes to make a statement? All right, Ms. Kim?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Racer is 32 years old, and he is currently residing with his mother at the address that is written at Odyssey. Well, we would like to request for the lowest possible bond. 2012, he graduated from high school. After that, he went to trade school to be a barber, and he's still pursuing for that career. However, at this point, he is cutting grass to make a living. Your Honor, he has a 7 years old child, and because of spine and neck pain, it is very hard for him to work too much. So he's still qualified for public defender services, and we would like to request for maybe $1,000 surety bond, and definitely bicycle ridden on the right side of roadway. We would like to request for a signature on bond through jail. I didn't think that there was actually crime to be charged for. There was nobody hurt. I think this is a little too much.
He was driving, for clarification, he was driving down that's what the name of the charge is. He was driving down the sidewalk, which had pedestrians on it, and I believe it was at accelerated rate of speed. So potential risk to those individuals.
All right, defendant is going to receive a $1,500 surety bond, 500 on each count. He's to have no contact with the alleged victim, stay away from that location on MLK Drive, have no alcohol, no drugs, no weapons. Is there anything additional from the state of defense?
Nothing further from defense, Your Honor.
No, Your
All
Honor.
right. All right. Best of luck to all parties concerned. Who do we have next?
We could do number 24, Mr. Mott.
All right, good afternoon, Mr. Mott. Your case is 25 CR 007919B. You're charged with fair evasion, criminal trespass, and simple battery of an officer. Do you understand your rights?
No.
All right, Mrs. Siracco.
Yes, Judge. So this was a December 9th incident at 30 Alabama Street in Atlanta. That's the Five Points MARTA station. Officers were patrolling and saw the defendant enter through the emergency exit gate without paying the required fare. Asked the defendant why. He said he saw the gate open and went through it. A GCIC check and a MARTA suspension check were run, and it was found the defendant had a permanent ban that was issued June 18th and went into effect immediately there. That was for PI, and he had already had a 365-day suspension before that permanent ban was issued, I should note. And I do see those convictions related to that. When he was being placed in the patrol vehicle by another officer, he kicked the officer in the right thigh. And so that is the basis of the simple battery against a law enforcement officer there. State's recommending that the bond remains set. It's currently at $2,000 total surety, unsecured judicial release on the fair evasion, and $1,000 surety on each of the remaining charges. Stay away from all MARTA premises and property in accordance with the permanent ban. No drugs, weapons, or alcohol while out on bond.
All right, thank you, Ms. Kim.
Yes, Your Honor, Mr. Matt is 31 years old, and he does have a solid address at Decatur. We would like to request that fair evasion. It is actually UJR at this point, and we request for signature on bond through maximum pretrial level 1 if Your Honor is not inclined to give him a signature on bond through jail. I believe he graduated from, no, he went to up to 12th grade. After 12th grade, he went to get GED. He also went to get 2 years of college education for psychology, and he was working as a painter. And that's it, Your Honor.
And I believe pretrial mentioned the 2024 FTA, but I just wanted to make sure that the court that was known to the court.
Okay. Defendant is going to receive a $2,500 split bond. On count 1 fair evasion, it's $1,000 through the jail. On criminal trespass, it'll be $500 surety, and on a simple battery, it'll be $1,000 surety. So he'll need to make bond on the $1,500. He's to have no alcohol, drugs, or weapons. He's to comply with the permanent ban issued by MARTA, and he'll be reset to all purpose on the 23rd. Is there anything additional?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Best of luck to you, sir. It's a $2,500 split. He's got to make bond on $1,500.
Position 21, Llewellyn.
All right, good afternoon. Your case is 25 CR 007906E. You're charged with simple assault, family violence. You understand your rights? All right, I'm assuming that is a yes. Thank you. Is pretrial present again? There you are, Ms. Stallworth. I didn't see you. Please proceed.
Yes, she has 9 cycles, 2 of those cycles out of the state of Ohio. There are 2 convictions outside of, I'm sorry, 3 convictions outside of the 10-year period, and no recommendation for pretrial, nothing further.
No recommendation from pretrial. Okay. Mr. Sirocco, please proceed.
Thank you. Could I inquire, pretrial? I know those were outside the 10-year window. I just wanted to ask if those were if there were any violent cases there, because when we ran the history, it didn't come up. So
No, it was some driving charges, forgery, and deposit account.
okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Yes, Your Honor. So this incident was from December 8th at 220 West Village Court in South Fulton. Law enforcement responded to the location in reference to a domestic dispute. They spoke with the victim, Howard Llewellyn. He explained to the defendant, his wife was involved in an incident with him. There was a verbal argument over their son, and while speaking with Mr. Llewellyn outside, the defendant exited, yelling and acting irate, questioning why he called the police. Ultimately, the officer spoke with Mr. Ford. He stated that his father was lying about him acting irate, excuse me. This is more with respect to the son. But there was continuous arguments and drinking throughout the day that he explained was going on between his parents. Defendant continued approaching Mr. Llewellyn despite the officer's verbal commands, telling her to stay away during the investigation. And when the officer came back from retrieving the victim rights card that he was going to give him, he approached the front door and saw Mr. Llewellyn recording on his phone, stating, "She tried to stab me." Officer asked to view the video footage and saw the defendant approach Mr. Llewellyn holding a knife in her right hand while stating, "I don't give an F about that phone recording." We did speak with Mr. Llewellyn. He confirmed the events in the warrant. He stated the argument was over their son, and he states the 2 of them are fine. They have had verbal disputes in the past, but nothing like this. Most of these arguments stem from their son. He is okay with no further violent contact and said a stay away is not needed for the defendant. However, with the involvement of a weapon here, and I mean, this is really skirting the line of a potential aggravated assault here. We are concerned for the victim's safety. So we are asking for a $4,000 surety bond on this, Judge. We are asking for FIB, no further contact with Mr. Llewellyn, stay away from that incident location, 220 West Village Court in South Fulton, and no drugs, weapons, or alcohol while out on bond. If we could sound for Mr. Llewellyn.
All right, Mr. Llewellyn, if you're present, wish to make a statement, please turn on the camera and raise your right hand. Okay, hearing and seeing none. Ms. Kim?
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm trying to. Hello?
Okay, turn on the camera, raise your right hand.
Trying to turn it on now. I can't.
All right, raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you give today be the truth to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, I do.
All right, what would you like to tell me?
Basically, my wife is never ever irate or doesn't act this way unless she feel like she has to protect her 32-year-old son who still lingers around the house. Alcohol may have played a little part in this, but she's not a violent person at all usually. And she definitely doesn't have to stay away from her home. It's just the fact that when her son is there, she everything is always somebody else's fault other than his, and he'll scream so loud in her face that she'll shake and get nervous and get scared and turn against whoever else well, instead of telling him he's wrong, she'll
Okay,
tell the other.
before we go too
Okay,
much
that's
further,
okay.
do
That's
you have
enough.
any concerns for
No,
your safety, and
no,
do you
that's
wish
all.
to have contact with her?
I don't mind having contact with her. I'm not. My safety is not at stake.
Okay. Thank you. I appreciate you coming to court to make that statement. Ms. Kim?
Yes, Your Honor. Miss Lulin is 51 years old. Even though she was born in Indiana, she has lived here in Georgia almost all her life. She graduated from high school 1992. She is currently residing with her husband and son, and they also have a 25 years old daughter as well. Her daughter and my client are going to school right now. My client has a bachelor's degree from 2008 Georgia State University for journalism. Right now, she is getting her master's degree for child education. And Your Honor, she had actually first day of work on Monday. However, she's gonna lose a job because she has been incarcerated from Monday until now. So I don't think that she's gonna keep that job. So she's still qualified for public defender services. Your Honor, her husband is a military veteran, and my client is only 111 pounds, and she was cooking at the time. It's misunderstanding. There was no such an intimidation at all. We would like to request for a signature on bond through pretrial level 1. Thanks.
And I
Thank
will
you.
just reiterate, she tried to stab me, was what he stated here. I don't know what
All right.
the issue would be with cooking.
All right. Defendant is going to receive a $3,500 signature bond at level 2 through pretrial per judge. She's going to take the 2-day anger awareness course and have no further violent contact with the alleged victim. She's to have no alcohol, no drugs, no weapons. Is there anything additional from the state or the defense?
Nothing further from defense, Your Honor.
All right. Best of luck to all parties concerned. I see that interpretation is back. Are we ready on the interpretation case?
1 second before we go further, Judge, did you mention anger awareness? I'm sorry.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
how many
2
days?
day, 2 days.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Bridgewater.
I just got 22, Mr. Marshall.
Okay, so we're not doing an interpretation case. Are we ready for that one?
Yeah, we ready for the interpreter case.
Let me do that one first, please. Which position is the interpretation case?
Position 7.
Okay.
And this is actually, I mean, I know it's an interpretation case. This was a dual arrest here, Judge. They're co-defendants.
Okay, is a
Drew,
co-defendant on the calendar too?
let me pull that up. The other defendant's name is what? It is Fernando Felix, Judge. And that is
Not on the calendar. Unless on the add-on, let me see.
If I'm not mistaken, he made bond,
you
Your
may have
Honor.
bonded out. Okay,
Oh, he
great.
bonded out. Okay,
All
thank you. All right, good afternoon, sir. Your case is 25 CR 0079022Y, in which you're charged with criminal trespass.
Buenas tardes, señor. El número de su caso es el 25CR007902Y y la acusación en contra suya es allanamiento de morada.
You have an absolute right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you.
Usted tiene el derecho de permanecer en silencio. Cualquier cosa que usted diga podrá y será ser usada en contra suya.
You have a right to an attorney, and I am conducting this hearing by video.
Tiene el derecho a tener un abogado y esta audiencia está siendo hecha por medio de video.
Do you understand your rights and how I'm conducting this hearing today?
¿Comprende usted sus derechos y cómo estamos haciendo esta audiencia el día de hoy? No le escucho. ¿Comprende usted sus derechos y cómo estamos haciendo esta audiencia el día de hoy?
Sí.
Yes.
All right, thank you, Ms. Stallworth.
He has no history, and the recommended level is UJR jail. Nothing further.
Le preguntan si tienen antecedentes y no hay ningún antecedente.
All right, thank you, Mr. Sarafa.
Thank you, Your Honor. So this incident took place December 8th of this year at the Dump Furniture Store located at 815 Sidney Marcus Boulevard in Atlanta.
Y le preguntan sobre lo que sucedió a la fiscalía y le indica a la juez que este incidente ocurrió el 8 de diciembre del 2025 en la dirección de 815 Sidney Marcus Boulevard, que es donde está la tienda de Dump.
Law enforcement responded to ongoing complaints of individuals loitering on the property. It is a common occurrence there that people will gather, refuse to leave when told, and are contributing to quality of life concerns there.
Llegó la policía a hacer arrestos porque habían quejas de personas individuos que estaban merodeando ahí en esa área y que la gente que vive por esa área o que se quejó tiene preocupaciones de la calidad de vida por ahí.
The defendant, along with another individual, was observed on the property at 9 a.m. and continuing until around 10:20, and was told, along with others, to leave the premises. There was no lawful business purpose for him being there.
Él junto con otro individuo fueron observados afuera de la propiedad desde las 9 de la mañana hasta las 10:20 de la mañana y no había ningún propósito para que estuvieran ahí y fueron advertidos que se fueran.
He, along with the other individual, continued sitting on the property, conducting no business with the dump, in spite of clear no loitering or trespassing signs on the property.
Él junto con el otro individuo permanecieron en la propiedad, aunque hay rótulos por toda la propiedad de no merodear y no traspaso, no allanamiento.
The bond is currently set at a $1,000 surety. The state is recommending a signature bond through the jail. Stay away from the Dump Furniture Store located at 815 Sidney Marcus Boulevard in Atlanta, and no drugs, weapons, or alcohol while out on bond.
Lo que la fiscalía está recomendando es un bono de fianza únicamente bajo su firma. Your Honor,
Yes.
I might have lost courtroom number 1 on my screen. I'm sorry.
Oh, are they gone? I think courtroom 1 is gone. Uh-oh.
Oh, you're muted over there at ACDC, by the way.
I know that there was some technology issues earlier.
Yes, at courtroom 1 and 2 went out. Hopefully they'll come back on. They had Wi-Fi issues earlier.
Okay, we may have to hold for a moment on this case, but let me just ask, oh, his counsel is there. She was at courtroom 1.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna hold, but I'm gonna remember that recommendation. Can we take a case at ACDC? Lucia, please hold for us for a moment.
Yes, Your Honor.
I don't.
I think all of our attorneys are in the other courtrooms,
Oh,
right?
that's
Maybe limited.
Miss Kim is online, right?
Oh, is she? Great.
Oh, is Miss Kim still here?
We've been having issues all day, Your Honor.
You know what?
I know. Oh,
This only happens when I come, right?
Special occasion.
If you want me to make you feel better, I say yes.
No, that doesn't make me feel any better.
I know. I'm just teasing with. I thought it would put a smile on your
It
face.
did. Thank you, Miss Ridgewater. We can't even do the waivers. There's nothing.
We stuck like Chuck.
Yeah, there's nothing we can do.
Wow.
While we're waiting, there is a there's a case. I'm not sure. I'm not actually asking if anyone knows who I'd reach out to about this because it's kind of beyond our control. There's a case where it looks like the misdemeanor charge that it's outside the statute. We're going to dismiss it. It's from Monday. And I believe she's being held on other charges, but it got linked in the charges under the DA case, along with an FTA, I think. I don't believe that's supposed to be there either, but um, it is. I'm wondering who to reach out to about getting that removed from the DA case, if anyone has any advice on that.
Like a Mr. Jordan question. I don't know.
I sent him an email. I don't know if he's gotten to it yet.
Yikes.
Yeah. He's probably having the same Wi-Fi issues we are.
I think it's countywide. Michael, they have a question for you. Mr. Sirocco, you want to repeat your question, please?
Hey, sir. Yes, I emailed you about this one case. I was just trying to figure out where to take the issue to. It's a misdemeanor charge that we have. It should be a case that would come to us. It is currently linked with a DA's case, and we want to dismiss it for the
Yeah, so
statute.
give me a few minutes. Give me a few minutes. I'll try to figure out. So,
Yeah.
see who did it on the DA side, see if they can unlink the charge.
Yeah,
I'll email you back.
Thank you
Our
so much.
Odyssey.
And there's an FTA
So
on
I
there
was
as
never
well.
able to
I
check.
doubt that's supposed to be in there, but just
I
wanted
think
to
it
let you know
belonged to
about
the
that.
family. Yeah, so when I was trying to figure out who did it, Odyssey went down and I forgot all about it when it came back up. But I'll go check, see who did it at the DA's office, see if I can get it on link it.
Okay, thanks so much.
All right.
Okay.
Can someone call the jail and see if perhaps we could use that iPhone? Maybe we could forge ahead that way. Thank you.
I'll try to give them a call.
Thank you. If possible.
We're back, Judge Wilson. Sorry.
Did I hear we were back? No.
Yes.
Everybody's back online?
Let me make sure Ms. Bridgewater's here, Ms. Kim is in.
The courtroom is gone.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Miss. Go ahead.
Me and Ms. Holly, we're working off the phone internet. But the system will come back up and it automatically connects us back to the system. Then when it shuts down, it connects all of us out. So yeah, the jail not back yet. Unless you go forward with ACDC.
We can't because the attorney was at the courtroom one.
Oh, that's
and Miss
right.
Kim and Miss Kim is gone. Miss Kim is back.
She
Miss
back.
Kim, do you have a case at ACDC?
Yes, I do.
Can
Your
we do
Honor.
that one?
Sure.
Yeah.
I'm using
I'm so
my
sorry to interrupt, Your Honor. I am going to log off this device and log in another device because I need to be a little bit on the move right now, switching a couple of courtrooms.
That's fine. That's fine. We'll see you shortly. Thank you.
Uh-huh.
All right, Miss Kim, who is your client at ACDC?
Hold on, please, Your Honor. I do have a one waiver. I'm trying to get my camera on. I apologize. Your Honor, I'm trying to get my camera on, but I cannot seem to figure out how to do camera on. Oh, here we go. I apologize.
Right.
Yes, I can do anybody who's available at ACDC.
This is position 17, Jenkins.
Okay.
All right, thank you. All right, Ms. Jenkins, good afternoon. Your case is 25 CR 007913C. Your charge is battery against an officer, simple battery, actually 2 counts of simple battery against an officer, 1 count of simple battery, and 1 count of criminal trespass. Do you understand your rights? All right, Ms. Stallworth.
Miss Jenkins has 20 cycles, 7 out of the state of Kentucky. There is a 2023 conviction for theft by unlawful taking or disposition of auto, less than 1,000 or more than 10,000. There's a 2025 conviction out of DeKalb for criminal trespass, 2 of those actually, and a 2018 conviction for disorderly conduct. Currently on probation out of DeKalb for simple battery and criminal trespass. There appears to be an open case out of Fort Valley for battery and an open DeKalb case for theft by shoplifting. There is an FTA from this year out of Newton County, 1 from 2024 out of Newton County, and 1 from 2022 out of Kentucky. And the recommended level is level 4 ISP. Nothing further.
Right, thank you. Mrs. Sirocco?
Thank you, Your Honor. This incident took place December 9th at 387 Hill Street in Atlanta. It's a Shell gas station. Law enforcement entered after there was a dispute that was witnessed between the defendant and the gas station attendant, Mr. Salio Thial. Made contact with Mr. Thial and he explained the defendant, who had been involved in previous incidents there at that location, had come back to the location and was told to leave the property, continued arguing with the Mr. Thial, and ultimately the defendant punched Mr. Thial twice in the face. That incident was captured on video. Defendant continued to refuse to leave until officers arrived. Attempted intervention to stop the dispute, wherein the officer told the defendant to stop. She was attempting to leave the store. Defendant pulled out a can of beer out of her pants, opened it, and sprayed the contents onto the officer. Another officer arrived on scene while attempting to move the defendant towards the patrol vehicle to place her in the back seat. The defendant intentionally spit into that first officer's face again. The state's recommendation here with the FTAs and history, that recent case that she's on probation for being a simple battery and criminal trespass. We're recommending that the current bond remains set. It's a $3,500 total surety, $1,000 for each simple battery charge, and $500 for the criminal trespass. Social worker visit for BHAT. No further contact with Mr. Saliou Thiaw. SALIOUTHIAW. Stay away from 387 Hill Street in Atlanta. That's the Shell gas station. And no drugs, weapons, or alcohol while out on bond. If we could sound for Mr. Thial.
All right, is Mr. Thial present? Wishes to make a brief statement? Ms. Kim?
Yes, Miss Jenkins is 25 years old. She has been homeless ever since 2023, but she does have an ID and birth certificate, so she is trying to work. I am asking social worker to have a visit with her for housing resources and also BHET, since she does have some diagnosis that she has to take care of. She agrees to stay away from Shell gas station. She has no funds to pay for any kind of bond at this point, so we would like to request for a signature on bond. Thank you.
All right. Defendant is going to receive a $2,000 surety bond. It'll be $500 on each count. She's to have no contact with the alleged victim. Stay away from that location on Hill Street. Have no alcohol, no drugs, no weapons as a condition. And she will be reset to all purpose on the 23rd. Is there anything additional from the state or from the defense?
Nothing
No,
further
Your
from
Honor.
that's Your Honor.
Thank you.
All right. Ms. Rayford, we lost you for a moment. Do you, Ms. Chancey is, I'm sorry. Lucy is not here. We can't do that one. We have to hold 1 second. All right. Who do we have at courtroom 2?
You're back a little choppy with, I'm not sure if you can even hear, but just wanted to let you.
It's
Service has been
choppy.
going.
Yeah, I can tell your service is interrupted. Can you hear me clearly?
No, it's your break.
Okay. Let's try. Who do we have in courtroom 2?
Just hear me?
No, all I heard was hear me.
That's it.
You're going in and out too.
He's not on, so every recording got kicked out. Who was the last?
I have no idea what you just said, Miss Young. Do you want to call my cell phone?
Who is signing on my phone? Oh.
Okay, Lucia is back. Can courtroom 1 hear us? Courtroom 1 is frozen. Perhaps I'm frozen. Am I frozen? No, I see
Nope.
Mrs. Sirocco, so I'm not frozen.
Yeah, but we
I
hear every I don't even know the last person.
Yeah, I'm hearing every other word of yours. We did Dominique Jenkins, Miss Young, and she
Just
received a
17.
$2,000 surety bond.
It was Jenkins.
Yes. Number 17.
Okay. How much?
2,000 surety, 500 on each count. Can courtroom 1 hear me? Oh, courtroom 1 is completely gone now, and courtroom 2 is frozen.
And Your Honor, I have one more over here, but she is Attorney Rayford is her attorney.
Is her counsel. Okay.
Position 13.
Okay.
Your Honor, I can do waiver case if you don't mind.
We could, but I guess that is all we can do. It's just sad to say. For now, we'll take up the wait, Miss Bridgewater. Is Miss Bridgewater here?
Yes, ma'am, I'm here. I'm
Okay,
here.
you
Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. As long as you're here, we're gonna keep rolling. All right.
Yeah, let's
Miss, we're gonna do the wave case, position 27, Miss Shamika Scott, 25 CR 007905G. Miss Scott is charged with obstruction and shoplifting. Is Miss Stallworth present? Miss Stallworth, can I have that history?
Yes, Your Honor, I'm present. Give me
All right.
just a moment. Let me pull it back up. Miss Scott has 33 cycles, one out of the state of New York. She has a 2025 conviction from DeKalb for simple battery and criminal trespass, a 2021 from Dunwoody for theft by shoplifting, a 19 from DeKalb for theft by shoplifting, a 19 first offender from DeKalb for theft by receiving stolen property, and that was sealed in 2024. There also appears to be an open case out of DeKalb for battery, family violence.
That's good. That's good, Miss Stallworth. I think I got that one. Thank you. All
You're
right, Mr. Sirocco.
Yes, thank you, Your Honor. And I will just say there are, they date back, but there are a number of shoplifting convictions for this defendant, 2011, 2014, 2019, 2021, 2025. Still on probation for that. Last one I mentioned out of Clayton County. We are proceeding, we're going to take this case, even though it is a recidivist shoplifting offense, given the minimal amount here that was ultimately, she ultimately tried to conceal to take here. This was December 7th at 4894 Old National Highway in Atlanta. That's at the Dollar General, where she was observed by an employee at the store placing items in her bag. It was the items totaled $18 roughly, and the when the officer attempted to detain the defendant using handcuffs, she was resisting, pulling away, continuously turning her body to prevent herself from being cuffed. And it wasn't until several verbal commands later and continued resistance that she was able to be secured and ultimately placed in a patrol vehicle. State's recommendation here is going to be a $2,000 surety. We are recommending $1,500 on the theft by shoplifting, $500 on the willful obstruction, and stay away from the Dollar General at 4894 Old National Highway in Atlanta. I would defer to defense as to whether she would need a social worker visit, and no drugs, weapons, or alcohol while out on bond.
Okay.
Also a number of FTAs, 2025, 2022, 2021, 2013.
Okay. Thank you. Ms. Kim?
Yes, Miss Scott is 39 years old, and Your Honor, actually, I am requesting social worker to have a visit for housing and DHET. She believes that she owns the Dollar General, Your Honor. And
Understood.
yes, and that's
Does she need to go to 11 o'clock? Oh, are you gonna, you want the social worker to go first before she
yes,
goes?
yes.
Okay. Okay.
We would like to ask for $1,600 surety bond to be remain set, even that there's nobody who can pay for her bond, so she will still be here.
Okay. All right, defendant is bond will remain as set at $1,600 surety, 800 on each count. She's to stay away from that Dollar General, have no alcohol, drugs, or weapons, and I'm gonna request a social worker visit to see if she needs to go to a special calendar. Is there anything additional for the state of defense as it pertains to that case?
No, nothing for
No,
the,
Judge.
Your
Thank you.
Honor. What's the bond amount, Your Honor?
1,600, 800 each count.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Can courtroom 2 hear us?
Good.
Can you all hear me speaking? You're choppy coming back, but can you all hear me clearly?
Now you're kind of choppy.
Okay, did you get any of that?
What again?
Okay, no, we can't hear you either.
Sandra, what?
Can we do a mobile hotspot here or something?
Your Honor, I also have another waiver, Bertha Williams, the last case.
I guess we're forced to do that because courtroom 2 can't hear us, correct? Let's try one more time. Can courtroom 2 hear us?
Yeah. Oh, let me log
No.
real fast.
And courtroom 1 is totally gone.
I got a text from PD Rainforest that they don't have an internet right now.
Can she log on her phone? No, I guess not. Okay, let's do the second wave case, Ms. Williams, 25 CR 007923G, which is position 31. Miss Stallworth, will you please give me Miss Williams' history?
Yeah, she has 51 cycles, one out of the state of Ohio, one out of the state of Alabama. There's a 2021 conviction out of Gwinnett for PI first or second conviction, a 2021 out of Fulton for criminal trespass, 18 out of Fulton for theft by taking, 18 out of DeKalb for simple battery, and 18 out of Fulton for disorderly conduct, 2 of those, and 317 convictions out of Fulton for disorderly conduct, and an 18 theft by taking. There are 5 outside of the 10-year period. She currently has an open Fulton case for criminal trespass and another.
That's good. That's good. Thank you so much, Ms. Stallworth. Mrs. Sirocco?
Thank you, Your Honor. So this incident took place December 9th. This was at the Georgia State University's center. It's the Student Center East, 55 Gilmer Street in Atlanta. There was a report of an unknown woman inside the building. Officer observed the woman described and was identified as the defendant. There was officer conducted a ID check, GCAC/NCAC check, and found the defendant had multiple criminal trespass warnings from all Georgia State University properties. The latest being a warning issued to her to last until August 16th, 2070. So not a lifetime ban, but pretty close to it. Defendant was placed under arrest. With her history, and I should note, there's even going back there are a lot of criminal trespass cases that were, I noticed, either amended to other charges that the defendant pled to as well, in addition to that open case, with a 2021 and a 2019 FTA, both of which were felony offenses. The state is recommending a $1,000 surety bond. Stay away from all GSU premises and property. No drugs, weapons, or alcohol while out on bond, and I would defer to defense as to whether she needs a social worker visit.
All right, Ms. Kim, are we considering her for the 11 o'clock?
Yes, Your Honor. She is 59 years old, and even though she gave me address, that address does not exist. And she's been here in Georgia for about 11 years. No family members to pay for any kind of bond. So any kind of, if it's not signature on bond, she will still be here. We would like to request for a social worker for a BHET.
Okay. All
And
right. I'm sorry, say that again, Ms. Kim.
And housing.
Okay.
Yes.
So defendant's gonna receive $1,000 surety bond. She's to stay away from that location in its entirety. And I'm gonna request that a social worker visit prior to release, and have no alcohol, drugs, weapons will be reset to all purpose on the 23rd.
Thank you.
I'm sorry,
right.
was this Bertha Williams?
Yes, Bertha Williams, number 31.
Thank you.
All right, can courtroom 2 see, hear, understand us now?
Well, we're gonna try to make it good. Here's now.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, we on number 2, Mr. Marshall.
I'm sorry, number what? Before we do
I
that,
heard him say Marshall. Thought I heard him say Marshall.
So I'm assuming it's 22, but going back, Ms. Rayford, can you hear me? Is position 7 from courtroom 1 back with you at courtroom 2? I wanted to see if you would object to a signature bond through the jail for your client so we could release the interpreter. Can you understand me, Ms. Rayford?
A little bit. I heard objection to.
You heard what? Oh, this is very difficult. Lucia, are you still here?
Yes, so I heard you have a signature bond, which I didn't hear any though.
Yes, Your Honor, I am here.
Okay, Lucia, let me clarify this. Ms. Rayford, is Mr. Caesar at courtroom 2?
He's back there, Your Honor.
Okay, can we do him very quickly? Okay, Lucia.
Yes, Your Honor, I'm here, but I'm not able to turn my camera on. Is that okay?
That's okay. Okay. Ms. Rayford, if you can understand me, what I was asking is if you objected to a $1,000 signature bond through the jail with a stay away from the dump.
No objection. Signature bond, Your Honor.
Okay, Lucia, are you able to translate that he will receive a $1,000 signature bond through the jail and he will need to stay away from the dump on Sidney Marcus?
Señor Julio César, para salir de fianza, su bono de fianza es de $1,000, pero únicamente con su firma en la cárcel. Pero tiene una orden judicial de no acercarse, no puede regresar a donde está the dump, ¿ok? ¿Me oyó? Diga sí, si es que me oyó. And Your Honor, I did translate and I told him to please say yes if he heard me. I
All right.
asked to say yes.
I don't know if they can hear us. Can Ms. Rayford or Mr. Cesar, can you hear us?
Señor
Yes.
César, ¿me puede escuchar? Señor César, tiene que decir que sí.
En voz alta para escucharlo. Okay, I heard a yes.
Okay.
Okay, so that concludes that case. Best of luck to you, sir.
Buena suerte, señor.
To
And
the
Your
jail,
Honor,
Your
if
Honor.
that is all my business with the court, may I be dismissed, please?
All right, before you go, will you sound very quickly to make sure no one else needs your assistance?
Yes, of course. Damas y caballeros, si es que alguien está en la cárcel y necesita un intérprete en español, si alguien está en la cárcel y necesita un intérprete en español o en la llamada de Zoom y necesita un intérprete en español, por favor, déjenos saber, levante su mano, abra su cámara o su micrófono. Okay, Your Honor, I did sound off if anybody needs an interpreter, whoever's in jail or in the Zoom call, to let us know.
Okay, all right, take care, Lucia. Thank you. I think we're okay.
Okay, Your Honor. Have a good afternoon.
Have a good afternoon.
Your Honor, can we do position 13?
We can try. I don't know that they're hearing us intermittently at courtroom 2, and that's where Miss Rayford is.
Yeah.
Miss Rayford, can you hear me?
Sure.
Okay, courtroom 2 is frozen.
Your Honor, what was the having? I heard it was the
I'm hearing every other word from you, Miss Young.
7 SOB through.
Attorney Kim, is it possible you can talk to position 13?
Sure.
Ms. Grace?
I can talk.
Okay. I'm gonna call you now so you can interview her.
Okay.
What was your question? Perhaps maybe I can answer.
Okay, I'm sorry, Miss Young. Let's try it again. What were you asking me?
Never mind, Miss Holly. Your Honor.
Okay, I hope that someone else helped you. I can't understand. Courtroom 2, can you hear me?
No, see you.
Is that it for ACDC?
No.
No, we have
No.
one more and
We
she's
have one
talking
more.
to
They just can't hear us because she's represented by
I
Miss
see.
Rayford.
I understand.
so she's gonna talk to Attorney Kim so that
Position
we can
13,
get-
Your
It's like a comic. It freezes and shows us clips.
Yeah.
We can't hear, and we're getting every third word, and I'm sure the same is happening for you all.
Yes. I know. Wow.
Hello?
Hold on, Attorney Kim. I think you got disconnected.
Okay. Courtroom 2.
Number 4, Ms. Harris.
I'm sorry, we still can't hear, and it's showing every third frame. Who's at courtroom 2? Can you type it in the chat for me? I'm sorry to even ask, but we can't hear.
I'm not too positive about what's going on right now.
We're trying to take a position at courtroom 2, but it's showing every other frame. I think maybe courtroom 2 should log out and come back in, because when you tried it for a moment, we could hear, but we really can't hear you now. So I think you should log out and try to come back. Yes, let's disconnect and